Okay, so y'all are probably like, what am I doing wrong? I'm doing everything that I can to try to get rich in the Donut SMP. And in this video, we're going to be going over spawners, raw selling, fighting, base locations, settings, and farm tips. Okay, so there's probably a lot of things that you guys don't know about spawners. And one of the things that you don't know is that if you want to place down more than one spawner, you do not want to just you just don't want to place one right here, place one right there, and place one right there. You can do it a way easier way. Okay, and I'm going to show some examples on what you guys do and why you shouldn't be doing that. When you place them this close together, only one of them is going to actually drop bones. That's a problem because you want all your spawners to be putting in effort. You want your money's worth, and I'm here to help you with that. So what you want to do is get your Silk Touch pickaxe, and you want to mine these. You never want to mine these with your actual pickaxe because it will literally break and not give you anything. So you see how there's one skeleton spawner in there? If you want to place them one by one, you just go like this. You just click it once. But if you want to add every skeleton spawner that's in your inventory or in your hotbar or in your hand or whatever, you want to crouch and place them. And you add all of them at once. Also, spawners sell for 1 million. So if you wouldn't just make a 1 million a day or something, just leave your PC on, say slash AFK for the entire night while you're asleep. If you're on Bedrock, use an auto clicker, and after that day, you should have at least like 1K. If not, you just AFK for a little bit longer. Okay, now that we're done with the skeleton spawners, we're gonna move on to raw selling. And you guys are probably wondering, Tenozi, what is raw selling and what does that have to do with anything? And I'm here to tell you what that is. You want to buy some diamonds, right? You go over here, you scroll, you scroll, you scroll. 64 diamonds right here, but it's 165K. You buy it and you're like, I don't want this. Maybe I don't want 64 diamonds. So you go ahead and sell them. If you buy it for 165K and you want to sell all your diamonds, you do not sell it just raw. Just raw, straight from your inventory. 64 diamonds. There's a way to get it all back. And plus more, plus probably 100K. So what you want to do is you want to take the 64 diamonds and you want to get some wood. You want to make a pickaxe. And you just want to do that, fill up like a chest or something with it, and then you just want to make more. And you want to say slash AH sell 15K because pickaxes just went up in price, and you just want to put all these in your inventory. Press T and then Control V, paste it, and you're selling them all for 15K, and you're making probably like 100K more than what you bought it for. Look, it already sold like pretty much instantly. And yeah, you basically just doubled your money. And oh my God, I just realized that the diamond pickaxe market just went up by 15K, and I just wasted a whole load of money. But it's whatever. I was wondering why it was selling so fast, but I'm pretty sure I still made a profit. Here's the disclaimer right here. Do not sell it for 15K. Sell it for what it's going for on the market. So say slash pickaxe or whatever in boom 30K. So sell it for say slash 30K, sell, and then Control A, Control C, and then enter, and you'll sell it for 30K. Do not sell it for what it's under what it's worth. You always want to check it on the market, always, because diamonds earlier were selling for 150K, and now they're selling for 165K. I guess everybody just agreed to raise the prices. Not that long ago, pickaxes were selling for 10K, by the way. So always pay attention to the market and what's going up in price, what's going down. Okay, we're gonna be moving on to fighting. Okay, so if you have a client, like Lunar client, Feather client, or whatever, you want to go ahead and go to their options. Okay, then you want to go ahead and scroll all the way down and go to Hurt Cam. You want to turn Hurt Cam on. You want to enable it and put this probably down by 15. When you're done with that, search up Crosshair, go to options. You can choose whatever crosshair you want if you're using Lunar client. You can make it small, you can make it normal, and it's really helpful because it will outline the player that you are in range of and that you are about to hit. Okay, take my alt for example. Right now when I'm looking at him and I'm in range, boom, it turns red. It'll tell you when you can hit them, so you're not hitting them from like right here, but you can hit them from right here. Having a smaller crosshair lets you be able to see your enemy a little bit better. I don't know, I like it better. Maybe you guys don't, that's fine. And for crystal PvPing, what I want you guys to do is focus on normal PvPing before you ever get into crystal PvPing. Because crystal PvPing is pretty much reliant off of what you can do in Minecraft. You want to join a normal PvP server before you ever get into crystalline. I made the mistake by jumping straight into crystalline, and I did not advance in crystalline that fast. Okay, and number 4, base location. Okay, so a lot of people make the mistake of making their base at an RTP. You never want to make your base at an RTP. Okay, so essentially what an RTP is a spawn location that is at the spawn hub that you can step on, and you will be put in a location with a bunch of other players. Everybody gets teleported to them every once in a while. So if you make your base right here, you just say /RTP, you get a bunch of wood, and you make your base right here, there's a chance that somebody will say /RTP and literally just spawn straight inside of your base. Okay, so RTPs are basically this thing. You can RTP in chat, but it won't put you in a lobby with a bunch of other random people. But if you step over here, everybody that's on this platform will be teleported together. If you want to teleport by yourself, you say /RTP, and you'll be teleported by yourself. Okay, now I'll be showing you guys how to get away from RTPs, get away from 0, a lot faster than you normally would. Okay, you want to head over to the store, and you want to open this and buy you some armor. Get a pickaxe, a sword, all this. Just get that whole entire thing. Now what you want to do is say /AH and then search up ladder, LEDDER. You want to buy the first thing, and then you want to say /shop, click on the totem, pearls 16, and then buy it. And then now what you want to do is you want to /RTP, and you want to go to the nether. Okay, so once you're in the nether, you just want to go and dig straight up. Okay, once you dig straight up for long enough, you will hit bedrock. You want to just turn your coordinates on. So go to lunar options, coordinates, and enable them. You want your Y to be 125, so you want to be the highest you can get, so you don't accidentally suffocate yourself. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna check around and make sure that I don't accidentally kill myself doing this. Right here, right here. I was right. Okay, yep. So you want to get to Y 125. So, and once you're there, you just place down 2 ladders, and you want to climb all the way up to it, and then pearl like that, and then jump. And now once you're on the roof, you just want to head in a direction. Put like a water bottle or some weight on the W key, and you just want to not let off of it for like probably a few hours. And if you hit world border, do not make your base by world border, please. People will find it. Just try to put it somewhere random. One other thing that I forgot to tell you guys is when you're on another roof, you want to go ahead and make your portal, and then you want to set it as your home. Do not go in the portal yet. Set it as your home, and then go into the portal. Once you're in the overworld, you want to break the portal that's around you. You don't want people to find that portal when they're trying to find your base. So you want to go ahead and break that, and then you want to teleport to your home in the nether, and then break that nether portal. And before you do all that, make sure you set a home in the overworld as well when you get into the overworld, because if you do not do that, then you just waste your time. You can just delete both of the homes after that. Okay, now we're gonna get into settings. To see your settings, all you gotta do is say /settings. Okay, so some of the settings that you probably want to turn off is public chat, totem, particles, and TPA request. Because if you are a streamer and you want to rate bases or whatever, people might trick you by sending you TPA requests instead of TPE requests, and they might teleport to your viewer's base or teleport to your base and just grief everything. So just make sure your TPA requests are off unless you want them to be on. Because TPA requests are teleporting them to you. You want to teleport you to them. And then you want to disable mob spawns, and you want to turn that on. So when you're at your base, you don't randomly just die to like a mob or something. And then the rest, you don't really have to mess around with. Yeah, unless you want to. Unless you want to. Okay, so right here we have a berry farm. Berry farms are pretty much the best farms out there that you can like sell berries for 700 a stack, which is really good, and I just found out about that. I'm not really good at making farms, but you can look up the best farms on YouTube. This one isn't very efficient because it takes a really long time to do. Not build. It's really easy to build, but it's just like very time consuming, and you probably don't want to make this. I don't know. Maybe you do. Okay, so right here, what you see is a kelp farm. Okay, kelp farms are really easy to make, very efficient. It took me probably like about 2 hours just to make this, and it is pretty good, but it does not make you as much as a normal farm would. And then another thing, if you are making a farm, make sure your render distance is all the way up, or your simulation distance or whatever. I don't know. But make sure that's all the way up, because if it's not in within your range, it won't load the chunk and it will not let you AFK it. It will just not load or not do anything. So if you have a really big base and you want to AFK something, then here's a warning. Stand in the middle of your base so everything is loaded, because if it's not loaded, then it will not work. Okay, so there you go, guys. We just went over everything. Hopefully you guys get better, and yep, see ya.